Welcome again to the Event Horizon modding guide. This is the second part of the series, so consider checking out the first part as it has some important information. And today we will learn on how to make a ship for your mod. So once you have everything set up, you should launch the game. And in here, you're going to click Settings, you're going to press the fourth icon, and here you're going to see the list of all the mods you have installed on the mods folder. And so we're going to be using the tutorial mod. We're going to load the mod, and this is how we will access the mod. So firstly, what we want to do is already going to the mods folder, and into your mods folder, see we have the modded content folder we did last time, and you're going to open the game database.exe. Once you open the database editor, you should see this, and in here are going to be all the folders and files you'll need to make your mod. So let's make a ship, shall we? You will need one image for the model and one image for the icon that appears on the UI. So let's drag these into the mods folder real quick. Let's put it inside the modded content folder and make a new folder which is just for images, and another for ships if you really want to be organized. And there you go, you just paste it inside. Although, I do have something to tell you about these images. You have to pay attention for them to be squared. This means that the width is the same as the image height. So you can see here, it's 939 by 939 pixels, which is very important, or else the game just won't use your sprite for some reason. Once you have the images inside of the mod, you can press File, then Reload Database, and you're going to see that there's the Images folder. Now, if you want to create a ship is basically two files, let's say. One file is going to be the ship itself, and the second file is going to be the ship build that contains the information of which modules are inside of the ship. So let's make it. So we go on the folder we want to put the ships in. Let's just make another folder for ships. And inside we're going to right click that folder, create. Then you're going to go down and select ship, then builds, and then build 0. This means it's going to create one ship file and one build file. So let's do that. Let's call this tutorial ship, and we have to insert an ID. I recommend for modded content you start at 1000, so let's do 1001, and there you go, it created our ship file. We can look inside, and as I said, it made one ship file and one build file. Once you create these files, you can double click the ship file to open it. And here there's lots of stuff we can modify, like its faction, the name, the class, and most importantly, the layout, where you can have blue, green, yellow, red, or cyan cells, which are basically a mix of blue and green. But you might be asking yourself, why is there no image here? It's literally empty. Well, we have to put the image file's name in here. So I named my icon this. And you should not forget to put the extension, or else the game won't load your image. Once you have this written, you can do Ctrl S to save, and then you can completely close this window. As it already saved the file names, you can open the file again and it's going to show your ship. Now, time for the layout. You can go here to increase the grid size. Since this is going to be a frigate, I'm going to make it 7, or yeah, 7. And here, if you right click, there's symmetry, so you can always turn this on if you're making a symmetrical ship. And there we go. Let's make a layout. Well, once that's done, we can put the barrels onto the ship, which is basically where the weapon's gonna shoot from. So here we can see there's already a barrel. The ship file always comes with at least one barrel. I'm pretty sure it breaks if there's absolutely no barrel, so don't do that. And here we can go change the position, the rotation, offset, and all that stuff. Weapon class is going to be important. It can be C, L, T, and all the weapon classes in game, and you just type them out like normal. So let's make this a cannon barrel, a cannon weapon, so we'll just put C. And of course we can adjust the position. This is X, this is Y, and let's do like 1. Yeah, there you go, it's at the tip. And now once the layout and barrels are done, you can go here and there's already the name, you can write a description. So there you go. We can add it to a faction, which we can make later. It's very simple. And we can change its icon size and model size. And model size is going to be its size in battle, basically. Now let's change the engine color. Let's do orange and a bit transparent. I recommend a bit of transparency or else it kind of looks ugly. And you can go add an engine, and this little marker is going to show where the engine is going to be, the little flickering light. And we can also change the size. And there you go. This is basically how you make your first ship. But of course we're not done, we have to make the build. Of course, when you finish building your ship on the ship file, always save. Very good practice to keep in mind. Now when you're inside the game, this is where we modify the ship builds. This is where we make the components go inside the ship. And here there's this very obvious button to reload the mod, so let's click that to update and load the ship in the game. And here we're going to insert ship build ID. We put 1001, so let's type that. And if we click this button, normally if you did everything correctly, you should see your ship right here. And you can drag modules inside and take them out, and it's going to save automatically to the ship build file, so you don't have to worry about that. So let's build our ship. And there we go, I built my ship. I gave it a bit of armor, a weapon. I gave it some inertial dampener so it's a bit faster and all that normal stuff. And that's basically it. Now you can leave this, and you can just go on quick battle, and you will have your ship right here, tutorial ship. And you open this, and look, I can move around, I can go attack this other one. And yeah, that's basically how you add your ship. Now, I do want to teach you something else about ship builds, and it's nothing about the ship build itself, it's about this little menu right here. If you don't want to fight your own ship, you can do comma, and then the ID of another ship file. So for Colossus, it's literally just 1. So if we go quick battle, it's going to make us fight Colossus if you want to fight against something stronger. And I'm pretty sure if I go there, I'm just gonna die. Or no, without my epic gaming skills. Well, you get what I mean. And if you want to fight only Colossus, or only the ship, you should do asterisk in here. And you should only fight this ship. And that's basically it.